evening and welcome to blustery Greensburg, Kansas, as the Kiowa County Mavericks host the South Central Timberwolves. I'm your play-by-play man, Travis Barnes, and I'm joined in the press box tonight by color commentator Zach White. Hi, Zach.
Hi.
Regular play-by-play man Matt Christensen is homesick tonight, so our prayers are with him as he has a swift recovery. We're just about ready for the starting lineups, but before we do so, let's check in with our weather forecaster with Cyrus Weather, Peyton Sanders.
Hey guys, it is going to be a chilly one for the game. Kickoff temperature 55 degrees by 7 o'clock. Those gusty winds that we had today, they're going to be diminishing. Light winds by the second half of the game dropping down into the 40s with mostly clear skies, so definitely going to want the jacket up there. It's going to be rather chilly. I'll be back at halftime to detail your full 7-day forecast. For now, back on over to you.
Not bad, though. Thank you, Peyton. So, Zach, as we get ready for the game tonight, let's go over the records just a little bit. Kiowa County comes in tonight with a record of 1-3, and they just lost a real heartbreaker to Spearville. South Central, on the other hand, has a record of 2-2, and they just came in after a victory over Deerfield. Now, both teams have played the game so far this year, and they both have a couple teams that they've played head-to-head. And both the teams actually lost to Spearville, but beat Ashland. So really, looking at their records, looking at some of the scores and the closeness of it, we could be in for a really good game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we are finally healthy. Kiowa County's finally healthy here for the first time in about 2 weeks. We got Dylan Jacks back and a couple other key players. So looking forward to seeing how we're going to perform again now that we're all the way healthy. And like I said, I think we're going to have a big advantage up front on the offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that defensive line is going to have a really, really big target to look for, and that's Gerald Moorhead. He, for the South Central Timberwolves, is their leading rusher, and he's only a sophomore. He's like 9 touchdowns on the season, really been tearing it up. So he's going to be the guy that the Mavericks are really going to need to key off tonight.
Yeah, talking to some of the Kiowa County players today during school, actually, honestly, they're not worried about Moorhead's throwing ability, from what I gathered. They were much more worried about him on the ground than in the air. They only threw 2 times last game is what they told me from watching the film.
Wow. Yeah, so definitely it's going to be on the shoulders of our big guys up front.
Absolutely.
So, Zach, you are also our head basketball coach for the boys this year. What's the outlook for them?
It's going to be good. I think we're going to see a lot of improvement over the course of the year for the high school boys team. We're going to have one senior back from last year's team, or junior, going to be a senior this year, Cole Kendall, and so we'll be a fairly young team, but I think an exciting team. We're going to have a lot of athletes on the floor at all times. I think we're pretty deep. We're going to be running up and down the floor a lot. We're small, but like I said, we're going to be a very athletic team and press a lot and run up and down the floor a lot. So we'll do some fun basketball to watch.
Absolutely. Matt and I both call the men's basketball games as well, and I can't wait. I'm very excited. It's good to see how you've developed these young men and the improvements they've made from last season, which was your inaugural season, to this season.
Right, absolutely. Like I said, we only have about 2 kids back from last year's team, about the top 8. So we have a lot of kids that don't have a varsity experience yet, but like I said, I think they're going to be able to improve a lot over the course of the season. Really looking forward to seeing their development and how we progress throughout the season.
Okay, well, while we're waiting here for the opening lineups, let's show some of our sponsors here. This game tonight is brought to you in part by Dwayne Shank Motors, proud sponsor of Maverick Sports. Come see us, you'd look good in a Chevy. It's also brought to us tonight by People's Insurance. They're proud supporters of the Mavericks. You can come to them for home, auto, farm, business, or crop insurance. They have such companies as the Farmers Alliance, Columbia Insurance Group, Continental Western, Safeco, ENC Insurance Companies, Allstate Progressive, and Rain and Hell LLC. People's Insurance, clients first. You can visit their website at peoplesinsuranceks.com. It's also brought tonight by People's Bank. March on, Mavericks. They offer full-service banking, and they have locations in both Pratt and Greensburg. You can We'd also like to thank Centera Bank for their support of Maverick football this evening. Centera Bank, it's a pleasure. You can visit their website at www.centerabank.com. Also, the Hand Dug Well would like to support the Mavericks. Go Mavericks, world's largest hand dug well, museum and visitor center. They have exhibits including the history of Greensburg, stories about the tornado, and the rebuilding, and how the community is trying to rebuild sustainably. Contact Stacy Barnes at 620-723-4102. The Kiowa County Health Department would also like to remind you to stay healthy and get your flu shot. They're available now at the Kiowa County Health Department. The flu is one bad bug, isn't it, Zach?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got my flu shot earlier this week at the high school.
Good. Go Mavericks. Operation Christmas Child Shoebox. Look for a donation box at the volleyball game on October 21st and the football game on October 24th. They're looking for hygiene items, small toys, and school supplies, and that's sponsored by the Greensburg First United Methodist Church. All right, and you can take a look here as our Mavericks are coming out of the locker room, getting ready to play some football, getting pumped up. I'm pretty pumped up. This is my first time doing play-by-play, so I apologize ahead of time. It may be a little rocky at first, and I may divulge into more colors sort of stuff, but I'll try and do my best. And I mentioned in the opener tonight, Zach, that it's a little blustery outside. The wind's actually blowing from the north. Generally we have a south wind here at the stadium. And how much do you think that will be a factor in tonight's game?
I don't think it's going to affect either team too greatly. I think both teams are fairly heavy on the run side. Kiowa County, I know specifically, isn't going to throw more than 10 times a game, and usually, we're looking in the 4, 5, 6 pass attempt range. So I don't expect it to affect us much. I think both teams will probably pass when they have the wind at their back, but other than that, nobody's going to pass too much.
All right, we're going to turn it over as the Maverick band prepares to play the national anthem.
Public address announcement. The activity programs at Kiowa County High School are primarily for the student participants. We are pleased to host our guests from South Central High School. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Cheerleaders and spectators are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship. Good luck to both teams. Would you please stand, remove your headgear, and face the south end of the field for the playing of our national anthem by the Kiowa County Band under the direction of Claire Mullender.
I'd like to introduce our starters for our visitors, the South Central Timberwolves.
Number 1, 5'8", 124-pound junior, Talon Harris. Number 2, 154-pound, 5'9", senior, Colton Hurd. Number 3, 146-pound, 6'2", senior, McCoy Alexander. Number 9, 200-pound, 5'11", sophomore Gerald Moorhead. Number 10, 5'7", 147-pound sophomore Cody Huck. Number 19, 165-pound, 6-foot junior Cole Lording. Number 26, 168-pound, 6' 1" junior Alec Conradi. And number 58, 218-pound, 6-foot junior Michael Coulter. Timberwolves are coached by Matt Smith, Mark Lording, Matt Hamby, and Ryan Selzer. Now for your hometown Kiowa County Mavericks. Number 3, 5'6", 130-pound junior Poncho Bandman. Number 10, 6', 150-pound junior Landon Davis. Number 22, 5'9", 150-pound junior Dylan Jacks. Number 32, 5'10", 169-pound senior Nick Mole. Number 40, 6'2", 176-pound junior Brett McVeigh. Number 50, 5'11", 245-pound junior Eric Torres. Number 58, 5'11", 263-pound junior Aaron Heft. And number 98, 6'1", 332-pound senior Jacob Urban. Mavericks are coached by Clint Young, Peter Head.
And thank you, Jay Wynn, for our starting lineups and national anthem. All right, Zach, you ready for this game of football tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is pink out the stands here at Kiowa County Stadium. A lot of pink. I'm wearing a pink shirt.
I got a pink ribbon.
You got a pink ribbon. That's good enough. That's good enough. It is a wonderful cause and a wonderful, wonderful night for football. The Mavericks head out to the middle of the field for the opening coin toss. I'm really digging the pink stripe on the Timberwolves helmets tonight. That's really getting into the spirit of tonight's game. And we're going to take a quick break real quick here and come right back. You're watching Kiowa County Maverick football on the Kiowa County Media Center Sports Network.
What is Rotary? Rotary is working together with common values and vision. Rotary is worldwide to eradicate polio, dig clean water wells, and save lives. Together, Rotarians grow local economies like ours, right here in Kiowa County. Rotary activities bring leaders together to combine resources for community success. You can be a part of the big picture. Support Rotary projects here and abroad. Join us. Place service over self. Together in Rotary.
And we're back. It appears that the Kiowa County Mavericks have won the coin toss, so they'll be receiving. They'll be defending the south end zone tonight. Which will be into the wind. It is very good to see that the Mavericks are healthy this evening. That really should help their cause tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to make a big difference. Like I said, getting Dylan Jacks back, he was a key back for the team. He he was out with a shoulder injury for the last 2 weeks, and so getting him back is going to be big for the team. He's a dynamic running back and really provides a lot of offensive punch. It also lets Landon Davis ease some of the workload on him. He's been carrying the ball quite a bit. And Poncho Bandman, who's another great runner as well. It'll help ease the load and kind of spread that load out. Coy Alexander's kicking off.
And bounces up. And the kickoff has been recovered by the Timberwolves. So they're going to start the ball with the ball at the 20 at the Maverick 20-yard line.
Blaine Liggett returning the kick. Just kind of misjudged a little bit. Big recovery for South Central.
Yes. And Timberwolves go straight ahead and pile, not much going. Gain about 1 yard on the play.
Talking to some of the kids today in class, because I'm also a high school social studies teacher.
Yeah.
Talking to some of the boys about what they were thinking about the game tonight. They're kind of shifting up defenses a little bit. They're going to play some 4-man and 5-man lines. You can see right now we got really 5 men in the box right now. Right at the line of scrimmage. Back
to pass. And had his man deep, but overthrew him just a bit. It looks like that wind got a little bit behind there. Alec Conradi was the intended receiver.
Yeah, again, you can even see Kiowa County. I mean, we're really stacked up there on the line of scrimmage. We're not as concerned about the pass. Not saying Gerald Moorhead won't complete a couple passes, but I think we're worried about the ground game of South Central in the pass.
Right. Yeah, he was the 4th or 5th leading rusher in the district. Moorhead back up. Looks like either encroachment or I think it's probably, yeah, it's defensive encroachment.
Our nose tackle, Jacob Irvin, kind of jumped offside, got a little antsy on the count there. Shifted back into like a 3-5.
Carried by Colton Hurd. He gains about three yards on the play, but there was a flag. Face mask call on the Mavericks, so another penalty by the Mavericks early.
Yeah, some missteps here by Kiowa County. We kind of got to get it back on the right track. Obviously, the fumble on the kickoff and then 2 penalties. Not a great way to start the game, but doesn't put you in a hole you can't get out of yet. We're still okay, but obviously something to correct.
Gives the ball to the Timberwolves at the 5-yard line, and 1st and goal at the 5. Moorhead back with all 3 backs there. Moorhead keeps the carry, gains about 2 yards to the left side. Bring up 2nd down and about 3. Really interesting formation by the Timberwolves, having all 3 of their backs looking prepared to receive the snap.
Right, looking for a little misdirection.
Snap, pitches it out to Hurd.
Looks like he's just short.
Yeah, stop. Maybe a gain about 1.5. Stops him at the 1-yard line. So bring up 3rd and goal at the 1.
Mavericks flew pretty well to the ball there and came up there and filled that gap pretty quickly. Good to see defensively this early in the game. We're flowing well. Moorhead
under center again. And he punches it straight ahead, right behind the center and into the end zone. Touchdown, Timberwolves. So it looks like that early misstep by the Mavericks on the kickoff has resulted in resulted in 6 points so far for the Timberwolves. Moorhead takes the snap. Pass intended for Alec Conradi is just a little bit low and failed to convert on the PAT.
Yeah, Alec Conrad is a great athlete, but just misfired a little bit there on the pass.
All right, we're going to take a quick little break here.
The weather just seems a little bit unusual.
It was just deafening.
Hear and feel things just breaking up.
School was
above
gone, my church was gone, my town was gone. What are we going to do?
We could rebuild it. We could start over and rebuild the whole community, rebuild the town. Let's work together. Let's try to do it right.
The spirit of the community, we will rebuild.
Maybe we do have to do it different.
To be able to make a difference that can be felt for generations, it's very exciting.
Come and experience the story in Greensburg.
And we would like to bring your attention to Hoops for Hope, the WePack Alliance, on October 18th at 6 p.m., South Central High School. Admission is $30. There's no limit per person, which includes a t-shirt. Or you can watch it live online at wepackthehouse.com. Hashtag WePack. WePack. It's a great event. As the Timberwolves kick off again. And it looks like Jax picks it up. And gets out to about the 32-yard line. Nice return on that somewhat dropped kickoff.
Yeah, very nice return. Again, that's the type of dynamic plays you're going to see from Dylan Jax throughout the game. Coy Alexander kind of caught him there, but again, great run.
Jackson shotgun. Hands off to Banman. Gains about 2 yards on the play, so not bad. There's definitely a hole there for the Mavericks for Poncho to run through.
And South Central's running a 3-5 defense, and so we're used to seeing that. Obviously, running that defense primarily ourselves, not this game, but the past few games. So we should know how to attack this.
Jax takes the snap again, keeps it, pitches it out to
Landon Davis, got a little bit out ahead of him.
Yeah, dropped the pitch and results in a loss of about 7. Yeah, loss of about 7 yards. So it'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Mavericks.
The outside linebacker did such a great job right there of getting across the line of scrimmage and picking up his responsibility, which was the pitch man there. And Landon looked like he slowed down maybe just a step, and then the pitch was just out a little bit ahead of him. But again, recover the ball, so we're still in business. Kiowa County's still in business. Blaine Liggett split out wide here.
Banman takes the snap. Goes to throw deep. Nice pass, but it is picked off by number 3, Coy Alexander. He brings it back to the Maverick 36-yard line.
Another misstep by Kiowa County. Looked like Blaine Liggett out wide might have had a little bit of a step deep, but again, Coy Alexander, again being the basketball coach.
Right.
He's a great basketball player. He's a first-team All-League basketball player. You can see he can play football there too.
Right.
Made a great grab.
Yeah. Really surprised to see the Mavericks throw this early in the game.
Yeah, agreed.
Moorhead takes the snap and runs off to the left side. Gains about 6 yards on the play. Stopped by Dylan Jax. Bring up 2nd and 4. The Maverick 30-yard line.
Landon Davis was the safety on that side. He came up and filled the hole really nicely. He had the first contact there about 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, but couldn't quite get him wrapped up.
Seven seconds on the clock. Oh! Colton Hurd dropped the snap there and was lucky to get back on top of it. They could have been a good turnover for the Mavericks, but
yeah, I covered up pretty quickly. Brett McVeigh was right there on the ball, ready to pounce on that thing, but the quarterback covered it up just in time.
3rd and 8 for the Timberwolves. Moorhead takes the snap, looks to pass. Had Alexander deep, but just a bit over the top of him again.
Landon Davis on the coverage there. Really two pretty similar size players, speed, athleticism. That'll be a good matchup as we go throughout the game to watch that.
Brings up 4th down for the Timberwolves. They're in punt formation. Mavericks don't have anybody deep. Little line drive kick, and it looks like it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So the Mavericks will get it. In decent field position.
The turnover didn't hurt us too bad there. Again,
good defensive stop. Yeah, absolutely.
Good defensive stop.
Really, that. All right, we'd like to bring your attention to Maverick Volleyball. SPIA League Volleyball Tournament on Saturday, October 11th. Live coverage at 9 a.m. on kwksmedia.org. And Jack's back to take the snap. Oh, looked like there might have been a little bit of movement on the Maverick line. False start on the Maverick, so that'll put him back another 5 yards, back to the 10. Jack's behind center. Going in motion. Jax keeps the ball. Gains about 5. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks.
You'll see Kiowa County move a lot of their backs around in the backfield before the snap, and then directly after the snap, kind of move people around a little bit. We've had a lot of success with that lineup here lately in the last couple games. The first game of the season, we were lined up in the I formation, trying to pound the ball a little bit. We've gone to the misdirection here in the last 3 games and had a lot of success with it.
Well, historically, that's what the Mavericks have done the past couple of years, is that quick motion handoffs. Bandman takes the carry, gains about 2 yards, so it'll bring up 4th down for the Mavericks. Bring up 3rd down for the Mavericks. I apologize.
Be interesting to see if we throw here again or if we try to run and pick up the yardage. In 8-man football, you don't have to pass to pick up 7 or 8 yards. You can do it on the ground pretty easily as well.
A lot of gaps. Jack's behind center.
It's like a screen play set up for Landon Davis. We couldn't quite get it there. A lot of pressure on Dylan Jacks.
Yeah, he had to get rid of that ball pretty quick. And there looks like there is a flag on the play.
It's going to be on Kiowa County.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Personal foul on the on South Central, and also roughing the passer. So that's very good for the Mavericks. It negates a incompletion.
Yeah, would have been a big stop for South Central there. Would have been 4th and 7. We would have had a punt again. The penalty keeps us alive. 1st down for Kiowa County. Dylan Jackson the carry.
Keeps the ball up the middle. Gains about 4 yards on the 5. Make it 5 yards to the Maverick 38-yard line. Nice little carry right up the middle there by Jax.
Very strong carry between the tackles there as we see the replay. Always, falling forward, which is a big thing. Every yard you can grab from falling forward is important.
Jax with the snap.
Aaron Heft out front.
big hole. Gain of about 11 for Jax. Moves the chains. Gets the Mavericks into Timberwolf territory for the first time this evening. Maverick ball at the Timberwolf 29-yard line.
It's a great lead block by Aaron Heft out there. He's the pulling guard or the pulling end and pulled out there and got a great tackle.
Yeah,
great block.
block.
Great run. Poncho Bandman, another kid, blocking downfield really well. Help spring along run there.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with you.
The internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
And we're back. We'd like to thank Dwayne Shake Motors for sponsoring this game. They're a proud sponsor of Maverick Sports. Come see us, and you'd look good in a Chevy. I think that's an excellent statement, as I drive a Chevy from Shanks. So, thank you, Shake Motors. And it'll be first down for the Mavericks at the Timberwolf 29-yard line. Both Behrman and Landon are out split. Jack's behind center. Behrman in motion. Keeps it himself. Maybe gains about a yard. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Original line of scrimmage. So not much going on.
Outside linebacker for South Central getting a lot of penetration. Hopefully we could take advantage of that later in the game, run a little bit off tackle. Those outside linebackers getting so far up the field, they're going to have a hard time containing our outside runs if they continue to do so.
So it'll be second down and 10 for the Mavericks. Low snap to Jax. Following Aaron Heft again. Gain of about 1 yard, but there is a flag on the play. In a location you'd think would be offensive holding, which is. Penalties are really hurting the Mavericks early on.
Yeah, definitely, but you also got to keep in mind, this drive wouldn't even be happening right now if we didn't have the South Central penalty too. So penalties from both sides kind of hurting themselves a little bit, but thankfully for a Kiowa County fan, South Central's penalty kept this drive alive. So let's see what we can do something with it.
Second down and 20 from the 40-yard line. Jax with the carry. Gains about 6 on the play. So it'll bring up third down and 14.
Good hard hit by Alec Conrad. He really popped Dylan Jax there. Pretty good tackle.
Yeah, good tackle around the legs.
Again, just speaking from experience, Alec Conradi, another great basketball player for South Central. South Central is going to be one of the better basketball teams in the league this season, and Alec Conradi is going to be one of their better players.
And we've got a quick timeout here. We're going to go to another break.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee encourages you to practice the KC Big Three.
At Kiowa County, we treat others right.
By helping others up.
By encouraging each other.
By patting players on the back and showing good sportsmanship.
At Kiowa County, we make smart decisions.
By respecting the officials.
By keeping our cool.
And by listening to the coach.
At Kiowa County, we maximize our potential.
By practicing on our own time.
And by always giving 100%.
Good luck, Peyton, and all the Mavericks from Morgan and Trevor Tyree there. So good luck, Peyton and Maverick, the whole Maverick volleyball team.
And again, that's the SPA tournament on the 11th, correct?
Yep. Looking forward to see how the Kiowa County Maverick girls do. We've been kind of improving here lately. Again, Coach Fulton's got a young team, but they're continuing to improve.
Jax takes the snap out to pass. Had his man open, and hit Eric Torres in the hands and just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, tough pass. Dylan had to kind of jump up in the air to get away from the South Central defender there, which looks like Cole Lording, who's the assistant coach's son, Cole.
Interesting side note about the assistant coach, Mr. Lording. He actually was my football coach when I was in high school.
Yeah, and he was my dad's assistant basketball coach. I'll have to tell you a story about that later on. We'll see if we can get it on the air.
Yeah.
Big shift from Kiowa County.
Nice punt by Jax.
Quick kick.
And nice bounce for the Mavericks. See if they can get on top of it.
Great bounce.
Down it at the 1 yard line. That is an excellent punt by the Mavericks.
Very important. I mean, it's great. Again, we talk about penalties, how they hurt Kiowa County earlier, and we've been hurt by that. But again, South Central's penalty kept this drive alive, and we shift in the side of the field. It's great not to have the ball on on that side of the field. We get it back on their side of the field and keep them, hopefully, for Kiowa County anyways, pinned back here.
Absolutely.
I formation for South Central. Quarterback kept it.
Moorhead didn't get much going on that.
Not a safety because of forward progress. A lot of the Kiowa County, we had, I think it was Jacob Irvin jumping up and down thinking we had a safety, but again, forward progress, wherever that runner is stopped from contact, his forward progress is stopped. That's usually where the refs are going to spot that ball.
And it's still just outside the line, so they did have a loss of about 1.5 yards on that carry.
And we talked in pregame how Kiowa County might have a little bit of an advantage up front. Got a lot of size up front. This size is going to come to a big advantage here when we're just trying to pound it into the line and get a couple yards out of the end zone.
And
timeout,
like
South Central.
South Central, is taking a timeout here to think about this. We're going to take another quick break here and check in with another one of our sponsors.
Southern Plains Co-op in Greensburg is proud to offer Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Chewing bugs, fungal diseases, and grasses needlessly kill or drastically limit corn and soybean production each year. Innovative Bayer Crop Science products control these unwanted intruders. That means increased yields for more grain in the bin at harvest. Let Southern Plains Co-op protect your crops with Bayer Crop Science products. At Southern Plains, we deliver service.
All right, so the next Kiowa County football game will be against Pratt Skyline on October 10th. Again, live coverage begins at 6:45 on kwksmedia.org. Make sure to check out all the coverage there.
Absolutely.
So again, while we're waiting out a timeout here, Mark Lording, obviously very involved, used to be at Greensburg High School when it was Greensburg High School.
Yes.
And he was my dad's, actually my dad was the assistant coach for Mark Lording, and very interesting coach, very intense coach.
Very intense.
He's very involved in South Central sports just in general. We'll talk about that here in a second. Watch this play.
Snap to Conradi. Is that? No, it was actually Cole Lording.
There you go.
Yeah.
So again, to continue on the Lording note, I guess we'll finish this up. Coach Lording, like I said, is very involved in South Central sports just in general. Lifetime coach, loves to coach. He actually coaches his daughter's youth basketball team. I've done some reffing for the little kids basketball rec league and stuff, and he's just as intense with those 5th and 6th grade girls as he is with high school boys basketball 15, 20 years ago.
Third down for the Timberwolves. And have a official timeout for equipment issue. Yeah, Mr. Lording was very intense. I remember it fondly. He, good coach though. Quick snap to Hurd, and Hurd breaks one free, and he cuts back. Finally gets stopped down at the Maverick 35-yard line. Big run by number 2, Colton Hurd.
Yeah, good pursuit by Nick Mull. Nick Mull, running in a straight line there. Poncho Banman got in front of him, made him turn back to the inside, and Nick Mull runs him down. Good effort, good pursuit by Nick Mull there.
Yeah, potentially saved a big touchdown run.
Definitely. Back to the 3-5 defense for Kiowa County.
Lorden gets hit hard by Evan Jacks.
Dylan Jacks. Yeah,
sorry, Evan.
You're so used to used to Evan Jacks making tackles from last year. Evan Jacks being the middle linebacker last year. Dylan Jacks' older brother graduated, and now Dylan kind of takes over that the Jacks family name, on the family legacy on the football team, and hits just as hard as Evan. Might be a little bit smaller, but hits just as hard, and he came up and filled the hole pretty well right there.
Back to pass. And pocket breaks down. Nice stop by Torres there, back at the original line of scrimmage. Look like the Timberwolves are definitely trying to throw the ball while they have the wind at their back here.
Yeah, try to take advantage of it while they have the last minute or so on the clock left in the first quarter. So trying to take advantage of that while they can. I'm going to guess they might even try to pass it here again.
Sweep. Moorhead keeps it and breaks it free. And he's got clear sail and clear into the end zone for another Timberwolves touchdown.
Great run, missed tackle or two, but great run right there by South Central. Good blocking up front.
Yeah, the Timberwolves are really having good luck with that. With that set with the three backs there side by side. Hand off to Colton Hurd, and he makes it in for the PAT conversion. Score is now 14-0, South Central Timberwolves. And we're going to go to a quick commercial here.
Let Southern Plains Co-op take the worry out of choosing corn and soybean seed. For powerful performance at harvest, we know Mycogen seeds deliver. Global breeding and vigorous testing results in hybrid seeds with guts. That's true value that makes a difference. Maximize your seed investment for higher yields at harvest. Choose Mycogen hybrids from Southern Plains Co-op in Greensburg. At Southern Plains, we deliver service and Mycogen seeds.
And we'd like to advertise the Video Club with the Kiowa County Media Center. They meet Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Media Center. It's open to anyone from 7th to 12th grades. And come learn how to be a video and broadcaster.
Very cool opportunity for the kids in this community. Obviously a little plug here for our boss, but Grant Newholt does a great job with that program. As you can see, the production value for a little town like this is pretty rare, so it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, and we have some of those students on cameras tonight, so we thank them for their volunteer service. And kickoff by Moorhead, caught by Jacks at the 10. He's got a lane, but closes up quickly and gets tackled at about the 23-yard line.
Looked like we could have had a face mask there. Kiowa County coaches were a little bit upset. There wasn't a face mask called, but no penalty flag, and we'll kind of get going here about the 22-yard line. Speaking of coaches, while we're waiting for the Mavericks to get a play here, Matt Smith, the head coach for South Central, was the junior high coach at Greensburg Junior High and was my basketball coach way back in the day.
Jacks takes the snap and falls behind Davis, but cuts back, gains about 6 on the play. Will bring up 2nd down and 4 from the Maverick 29-yard line.
Good cutback run here. Anytime you see a cutback run like that, there might be a little bit of an over pursuit on the back end of the defense. That's something to look out for the rest of the game.
Not much going for Jacks there. He gets bottled up real quick and loses about 2 yards on that carry.
Again, the hope is for Kiowa County. You know, if you're Kiowa County, with our strength and size up front, you're playing a long game, trying to wear them down over the course of the game.
And that's the end of the first quarter as we go to take another break here and visit one of our other sponsors.
My name is Rosa Spainauer. I'm the Safe Kids Coordinator for Safe Kids Kiowa County. This week is actually Child Passenger Safety Week, so we're kicking off today with Countdown to Drive, and that includes 8th grade, 9th grade, and 10th graders. And we have 2 obstacle courses set up. One is they're driving a golf cart, and it's teaching them about distracted driving. So they're supposed to drive through these cones, read off a cue card, or pick out certain colored fuzzy balls out of a container just to distract them, so if they may hit a cone or miss some little signs that are set up. The second station is the drunk driving, and it's to teach them about when you're impaired that you can't do things. Your skill level is not as what it is when you're not drinking. So they have to go through the obstacle course and some things, pin the tail on the donkey. They got to stack blocks. They need to shoot a basket, play hopscotch. We make it fun, but it's also educational because it does teach them that when you've been drinking, your vision's a little messed up.
And Jax with a quick carry here. Gains about 3 yards on 3rd down. We'll bring up 4th down and about 2 for the Mavericks.
Ran off tackle there. Dylan Jax, Landon Davis on the lead blocking.
Timberwolves were definitely trying to strip the ball from him there. And luckily, Jax could hold on to it and not lose it. Jax back to do another quick punt here. Oh no, he keeps the ball. And
yeah, he was down.
He was down by contact after getting the first down, so good call by the Mavericks.
Great little juke, and then he juked to the outside and kind of cut back in. Was able to pick up those extra yards because that offensive move, again, like we talked about at the beginning of the game, very important to have Dylan Jax back in the backfield there. A big threat for us, does a lot of things for us, returning kicks and back there to punt.
Mavericks are very lucky that we don't have replay in high school because it looked like the ball was coming out before he'd made contact, so they got a lucky break on that play. Gain of about 3, big tackle by, who was that? By Moorhead.
But again, the big thing for Kiowa County, again, and Dylan Jax falling forward for yards. He's not getting stuck and getting driven back. He's falling forward for yards, again, picking up a yard and a half every time he falls forward, which is big.
Yeah, 4 yards on 1st down is, I'll take that. That's
definitely.
Brings up 2nd and 6 from the Maverick 39. Looks like the same play they ran to convert on 4th down. Gain of about 3 for Jax. We'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And with that offensive formation that we had there the last couple of plays, we're having Eric Torres and Aaron Heft, which are our ends, step back off the line. We have our backs, Poncho Banman and Landon Davis, move up on the line. And that way Eric and Aaron can lead block, and they can kind of pull out and get some more space for Dylan Jax to run. So a lot of, some bigger bodies, obviously, than Landon and Poncho leading up through the hole and trying to create some space.
3rd and 2 for the Mavericks. And again, same formation, but didn't go anywhere. It looks like Banman didn't quite get the snap on that.
Blaine Liggett, it looks like Blaine Liggett didn't get all the way down. He just came into the game. His first time running this formation. Didn't look like he got down and set before the ball was snapped. So that was our left end. Blaine's coming out of the game. Probably Coach Young's probably going to talk to him here real quick and make sure he's got everything set and figured out.
Penalty cost the Maverick 5 yards on there, which will bring up 3rd down and 8. Jax is back in the game behind center. Timberwolves sniffed that one out and tackled Jackson in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Mavericks.
Very smart play by the South Central player there, Michael Coulter. Again, we'll see if that was an adjustment made by the South Central coaching staff or that was just a great play by the kid. But either way, our ends go back. They go lead up through the hole, and he jumps through that hole that Eric and Aaron just left open there. So we'll see if they do it again.
Quick punt by Jax.
Coy Alexander on the return right there. Didn't get a chance to return because the kick was all up against the sideline. Great kick by Dylan Jax.
Excellent kick, yeah. He's been very impressed with his kicking ability. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to actually see him in the kicking game. So far, his punts are very impressive.
Yeah, it worked out really well for Kiowa County as well, getting that punt all the way up against the sideline, not letting a dynamic athlete like Coy Alexander loose in the open field. You don't ever want that to happen, especially 8-man, a lot of space in the field. Don't want Coy Alexander to get loose.
Moorhead behind center, takes a snap, hands it off real quick to Colton Hurd. Gains about a yard on the carry.
New formation for South Central. They haven't ran their two ends split out like that before. They had Alec Conradi and Coy Alexander split out wide, so that'll be interesting to see how that matchup. If they saw something they liked, they come out in that formation again. We'll see if they pass out of this. We have Poncho Bandman.
Hurd calls his own, Moorhead calls his own number.
Yeah, another
gains
good
about
one.
4 on the carry.
What I was going to say right there is we have Coy Alexander and Landon Davis matched up, but there's also Alec Conradi, who goes 6'1", maybe 6'2", matched up against Poncho Bandman, who's
5'3", 5 foot.
Listed at 5'6", listed at 5'6", and so that's a big difference in height right there. We'll see if they try to go to that later in the game. They didn't right there. They lined up and handed it off to Colton Hurd again.
Big tackle by Jacob Irvin.
Yeah, big tackle by Jacob Irvin. About a loss of a yard. Dylan Jax goes back to maybe return the punt. We'll see if they. Looks like they're going to go ahead and punt.
Coy Alexander takes the ball. Line drive punt off to the side. Stays in bounds. Stops at about the 24-yard line of the Mavericks. So not a bad punt. Kept it in bounds.
Got a good roll. Kept it away from Dylan Jax again. The key to the last 2 punts of the game there, keeping it on the sideline, not letting a good athlete back there returning a punt. Don't give him a chance. Keep it on the sideline.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at the 25-yard line. See if they stay with that shift that they've been making with their ends.
No, it doesn't look like a different formation for Kiowa County.
Bandman rolls out, wants to pass, but doesn't quite.
Colton Hurd ran him down.
Yeah.
Coming from the opposite side of the field, sniffed that play out really well and pursued Bandman, who's a very fast kid himself, but Hurd ran him down and used his speed to make that great sack.
Loss of 4 on the play, so it brings out 2nd and 14 for the Mavericks.
South Central staying with the 3-5 alignment.
Mavericks better move quick here. They've only got about 1 second left on the game clock, or on the clock. Mavericks do call a timeout, so nice view of the Maverick sideline there.
Coach Young trying to regroup here, get a good drive going here, and try to get a score before halftime. A lot better to go into halftime 14-6, 14-8 than 14-0, obviously, but that goes without saying. Again, just trying to put a full drive together. We put one really good drive together early in the game, but haven't had much success offensively after that. Been hurt by penalties early, and then South Central making some great plays defensively to stop some of these drives. So let's see if we can put something together here in the last 6.5 minutes of the game. Of the half.
Really, 14 points is not out of reach at all. 8-man football, you can score real quick.
Absolutely, with scores getting in the 40s and 50s and 60s on a fairly regular basis. 14 points in the first half is not insurmountable.
Low snap by Bamman, rolls out the pass. Not quite there, but there is a flag on the play.
Probably going to be holding when it's in the offensive backfield. Most likely holding, and that's the call.
Yep. So that'll put the Mavericks a little bit further back. So we'll bring up second down and country mile, as the PA announcer referred. So it'll be about 2nd and 25 for the Mavericks. Bamman rolls out again. Looks to throw. Nice pass. Has Davis wide open. Nice completion to convert a first down.
Big play by Kiowa County. Great throw, great catch by Landon Davis. Just a smidge behind him. Kind of had to slow down. Got a little caught up and fell down, but got the first down. Keeps this drive alive. Again, hurt by penalties, kind of like we were on the last long drive we had. Had a holding penalty, drove us back, but completed that long, I think 2nd and 19 or 2nd
and 25.
On the first drive.
First drive, right. Low snap. Bamman keeps it up. Turns a potential busted play into about 2 yards. So good recovery.
Gaining yards always important. Great to get a 2nd and 8 instead of a 2nd and 12.
Bamman behind center again. Another low snap. Not much going there, though. Timberwolves really sniffed that one out. Loss of about 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, did a great job getting upfield and kind of plugging that hole up. There was really nowhere for Bamman to run.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Mavericks. Bamman takes snap, rolls out to pass again. Has Torres open, but Torres just couldn't pull it in. Incomplete pass. Really, Bamman's doing a really good job throwing the ball. Just his receivers need to bring it in.
Yeah, right. Another pretty solid pass there. Bamman's been on target for the most part, getting that early interception from South Central, but other than that, been pretty good on target.
Quick punt by Bamman.
Going to get a good bounce off of this. Let it roll.
That'll be down at the Maverick 9. So again, the Mavericks in the punting game have been very successful field position wise. They just offensively are having troubles moving the moving the ball.
Yeah, Kiowa County's definitely having trouble sustaining a long drive, getting a long drive put together. But you're right. Special teams have kind of kept them in this a little bit, with the exception of that.
Long drive by the Timberwolves. From their own two. Yeah.
With the exception of that early hiccup with the fumbled kickoff return on the very first kickoff of the game, special teams for Kiowa County has been a positive.
Alexander. No, Cole Lording tried to receive the snap on that last play. Bounced off his hands.
Pin South Central back on about the 1 yard line, looks like. Maybe the 2 yard line?
Yeah, 2.
Kiowa County went back to the 5-man line there again. 5-man line, all those offensive linemen have somebody to match up against. So that center, who isn't always used to blocking somebody after that snap, might have been affected by that.
Big stop.
Tackle. Jacob Irvin.
Moorhead didn't get much running room on that play. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll bring up 3rd and about 17 for the Timberwolves at their own 1.5 yard line.
Jacob Irvin was kind of able to shuck his man a little bit there and wrapped up and made a good tackle.
Good replay from our end zone cameraman. And only about 1 second left. We'll take a quick timeout here. We're going to go to another quick break.
What is Rotary? Rotary is working together with common values and vision. Rotary is worldwide to eradicate polio, dig clean water wells, and save lives. Together, Rotarians grow local economies like ours, right here in Kiowa County. Rotary activities bring leaders together to combine resources for community success. You can be a part of the big picture. Support Rotary projects here and abroad. Join us. Place service over self. Together in Rotary.
And we'd like to bring your attention to Hoops for Hope again. The WEPAC Alliance. The game will be on October the 18th at 6 p.m. at South Central High School. The admission is $30 and there's no limit per person, which includes a t-shirt. Or you can watch it live online at WePackTheHouse.com, #WePack. My sister-in-law is playing in that game.
Oh, really?
Ashley Petty, yes.
Ashley.
My sister-in-law will be actually, so I look forward to watching her play with some professional basketball players, which is pretty awesome. Quick snap. Colton Hurd gets back out to the original line of scrimmage, so digs him out of the hole a little bit, but still it'll be 4th down.
4th and about 10, it looks like. Good tackle by Brett McVeigh there. Again, you're seeing the speed of Colton Hurd. A lot of speed there.
And Alexander's back to punt here, and Maverick's not putting anybody back. Nice punt. Takes a Maverick bounce though and stops at the Maverick 37-yard line. So yeah, my sister-in-law actually played college basketball at Northwestern Oklahoma down in Alva. Yeah. And they invited her this year to come play WEPAC. So she lives down in the protection area. So
wow,
really, really excited for her. I don't know how excited she is. I think she's a little nervous, but so wish her the best of luck. And we're going to take another quick break here while we get ready for the Maverick possession. Yeah, WePack, yeah. And we're back. Waiting here for this Maverick possession. It looks like must be taking a TV timeout.
Be interesting to see if we can get Dylan Jacks back involved in the running game. We haven't seen a run from him here in a little while, or a big run from him anyways. Bandman's been the primary ball carrier here for the last couple carries for the Mavericks.
Jacks behind center. Bandman in motion. Back to throw. Pocket collapses. He keeps the ball. Moving forward. Fumbles the ball though. And it's recovered by the Timberwolves, so they'll have the ball at their own 28-yard line. Tough break for the Mavericks there.
Yeah, great run by Dylan Jacks, but wasn't able to secure the ball through the play. Be interesting to know. Obviously, there's no way to know, but Dylan Jacks is obviously wearing some more protective equipment to try to keep that shoulder healthy. So that always has an effect on carrying the ball.
Yeah, actually, it looked like Lording just took it right out of his hands on that replay. Colton Hurd taking it around the outside and gains about 3 yards on first down.
Speaking from experience, really, that extra equipment really, especially if you're wearing something around your ribs, and I know he said he's wearing like a little flak jacket type thing to try to protect his shoulder a little bit. Sometimes that can shift the ball around. You can't tuck it up against your body like you'd like to. There's a nice little pocket that's provided underneath your shoulder pads and up against your stomach. But when you're wearing that extra padded equipment, you can't get it sucked up in there as well. So that could be his problem.
2nd down and 7 for the Timberwolves. Nice tackle by Aaron Heft.
Very good tackle. Stopped him for about a 1-yard loss, looks like.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Timberwolves at their own 30-yard line. Moorhead takes the snap, goes back, wants to throw. Pocket collapses. He's forced to scramble. Gets knocked out of bounds just about where the first down is. We'll see how the referees call it.
Looks like it's probably going to be a first down. Kind of unfortunate that they moved the ball there.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. You're taught as a ref to kind of keep the ball stay put. If it's going to be close, you bring the chains out and then move the ball inside the hashes. But that time they threw the ball in and the white hat decided to throw it back out. So hopefully that didn't move the ball at all. But
looks like they're about 2 inches short. So it'll bring up 4th down and very short for the Timberwolves.
And again, if you're South Central, probably not very happy that they moved that ball. It looked like they got the first down. It looked like it was going to be very close, but they looked like they probably got the first down. I don't know if when they threw it back in and threw it back out, if it moved it a little bit, because it very well could have. Being on Kiowa County sideline, I'm sure the Kiowa County coaches were, talking to the refs for every inch they could get there to move the ball back.
Absolutely. So we'll bring up 4th down and inches for the Timberwolves. It's gonna rely entirely on the Maverick front line. See if they can stop the gaps and push the offensive line back. Moorhead under center. And doesn't look like he made it at all. Good stop by the Mavericks. They did a really good job stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Less than a minute left, so there's enough time for Kiowa County to put something together here.
Who was that there?
Aaron Heft. Looks like Aaron Heft again.
And Torres, too. It looks like Torres was,
Eric Torres.
really got got underneath there and kind of submarined the center.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go for Moorhead. So the Mavericks take over on downs at the Timberwolf 37.5-yard line. And false start by the Mavericks. Oh, no, defensive encroachment.
Encroachment on Colton Hurd, the left outside linebacker there, kind of jumped across a little bit earlier, left defensive end, jumped across a little bit early.
That's great. It almost looked like a 6-yard penalty than 5, but Jack's round to throw and intercepted at the 15-yard line by number 26, Alec Conradi.
Great pressure by Cole Lordy on the back end. He kind of had to step up into the pocket. Didn't look like he had his feet all the way underneath him because of the pressure that was provided by Cole Lording. So a little bit off balance pass. The ball didn't have a good, nice spiral like you want to have, obviously, on a throw like that. And another turnover for the Mavericks. Unfortunate because you feel like Kiowa County had a little bit of momentum there from the big stop, but
quick pitch out to Colton Hurd, breaks a few tackles and falls forward for about 4 yards. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Timberwolves.
Very quick and speedy back South Central has there, and Colton Hurd, a senior.
Looks like there's just enough left on the clock that the Timberwolves will be forced to run at least one play before the end of the half. Moorhead under center. Quick pitch out to Colton Hurd, who gains another 6 yards on the carry. Moves the chains, but that...
Brett McVeigh coming up a little hobbled there, grabbing his right ankle, looks like.
And it looks like that will be the last play of the half as we get ready to go in for halftime. South Central Timberwolves lead the Kiowa County Mavericks 14-0 at halftime. So what do you think about the first half there, Zach?
Too many turnovers for Kiowa County. That's the big struggle for Kiowa County now. We can't put a lengthy drive together, but at the same time, we're having trouble bringing a lengthy drive together. So turn the ball over. Penalties hurting both teams from time to time. I think Kiowa County is going to be leading the yardage there in penalties. But again, as we talked about before, 14 points is not insurmountable. I mean, 14 points can make up in 2 possessions, obviously.
Absolutely.
And they can happen really fast, especially in 8-man football when there's so much space out there on the floor. You get Dylan Jacks or Poncho Bandman or Landon Davis out there in some space, and they can make a play happen. We had that long pass from, I believe, Poncho Bandman to Landon Davis. Easily could have gone for a touchdown, just barely got caught up and fell down. Got a big first down, but, Kiowa County shouldn't feel too bad about the first half they had. Just take care of the turnovers a little bit, and they should feel fine about where they're at right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll watch the first half highlights here.
Defensively, Kiowa County's got to be worried about making sure they get Colton Hurd kind of locked down. I mean, he's gashed just a little bit. Very talented, fast, quick back. So getting him wrapped up will be a big key in the second half for the Kiowa County defense.
And really, they've kept Moorhead pretty well bottled up tonight. He really hasn't had much yardage on the ground.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if the wind dies down here in the second half. Either team decides to throw a little bit more. If we see if we can test Moorhead's arm a little bit more than what we have so far. Kiowa County's look like they've wanted to throw the ball more than they have in the past, and so Looks like the wind dies down a little bit in the second half, like it tends to do. Kiowa County might have some more success in the air.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we'll take a quick break here and come back in time for the second half. You're watching Kiowa County Maverick football on Kiowa County Media Center Sports Network.
4-H is a unique organization. It is the only youth development organization with oversight and sponsorship by the federal government. Through the 4-H educational mission, we help youth to learn by doing and to lead by example. In 4-H, we are committed to providing a positive experience for as many young people as possible. Not just with the belief that 4-H grows great kids, but the belief that by preparing our youth for school, work, and life, that we are contributing to a vibrant economy for years to come. There are currently 2 traditional 4-H clubs in Kiowa County with over 40 members. 4-H is open to anyone between the ages of 7 to 19, and the Clover Bud program is open to those youth 5 to 7. Interested in learning more about 4-H? Please contact us at 620-723-2156. Or come on by the Kiowa County Commons and visit us inside the Kiowa County Extension Office. So join the club. Together we can grow great kids across Kansas.
Really impressed, and I don't know, honestly, I do not know the history behind how it all came to pass, but you and your crew actually went to the state 2A basketball tournament at K-State at Manhattan.
Yep, we did. We went up there last year.
And did a live stream?
We did 16 games in 4 days. Over the internet.
My goodness. Were you all exhausted?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of excitement in that, too. Because it's a state atmosphere. We're in Bramlage Coliseum. We're sending a feed to the Jumbotron, which is something that was extra cool. We had an excellent time up there, and it really showcased what our capabilities are doing, not just here in the community, but elsewhere.
Right. That's what I mean, statewide.
Yeah.
And I know that, we've talked about ball games and school and state basketball, but I know you've gotten involved in a lot of other things, rodeos, and, what are some of the other events that your group has been asked to film and get involved in?
Well, rodeo definitely. Obviously, in this area, rodeo is a big deal. Yes. We've filmed the Greensburg Rodeo. We've done the KPRA finals for a couple of years. Was trying to get over to PCC this year and do their college rodeo and just didn't quite work it out this time, but we're planning on it for next year.
Oh, good.
Trying to expand again out of our community a little bit. The other really cool thing we do is the WePack Hoops for Hope charity basketball game that takes place in South Central, in the South Central area, sometimes Coldwater, sometimes Ashland. That is a really neat event that goes on, and we broadcast a basketball game from down there. And we got to do that last year, and we're getting prepared to do it again this year, and I'm really, really excited.
My name is Tom Corns. I'm president of the Greensburg State Bank,
I'm Dee Corns. I work at the Greensburg State Bank.
located at 240 South Main. We've been here since 1924. We're a unit bank, which means we're totally independent.
We're open 6 days a week. We have a full line of deposit accounts, internet banking, debit cards, travel cards.
We offer loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, investments.
In our facility here, we have a drive-up, safe deposit boxes, just a full line of banking services for our customers.
Our purpose is to serve Kiowa County and contiguous counties. We represent the banking needs of the people of Greensburg in a first-class manner.
My name is Rosa Spainauer. I'm the Safe Kids Coordinator for Safe Kids Kiowa County. This week is actually Child Passenger Safety Week, so we're kicking off today with Countdown to Drive, and that includes 8th grade, 9th grade, and 10th graders. And we have 2 obstacle courses set up. One is they're driving a golf cart, and it's teaching them about distracted driving. So they're supposed to drive through these cones, read off a cue card, or pick out certain colored fuzzy balls out of a container just to distract them, so if they may hit a cone or miss some little signs that are set up. The second station is the drunk driving, and it's to teach them about when you're impaired that you can't do things. Your skill level is not as what it is when you're not drinking. So they have to go through the obstacle course and some things, pin the tail on the donkey. They got to stack blocks. They need to shoot a basket, play hopscotch. We make it fun, but it's also educational because it does teach them that when you've been drinking, your vision's a little messed up.
4-H is a unique organization. It is the only youth development organization with oversight and sponsorship by the federal government. Through the 4-H educational mission, we help youth to learn by doing and to lead by example. In 4-H, we are committed to providing a positive experience for as many young people as possible. Not just with the belief that 4-H grows great kids, but the belief that by preparing our youth for school, work, and life, that we are contributing to a vibrant economy for years to come. There are currently 2 traditional 4-H clubs in Kiowa County with over 40 members. 4-H is open to anyone between the ages of 7 to 19, and the Clover Bud program is open to those youth 5 to 7. Interested in learning more about 4-H? Please contact us at 620-723-2156. Or come on by the Kiowa County Commons and visit us inside the Kiowa County Extension Office. So join the club. Together we can grow great kids across Kansas.
I was really impressed, and I don't know, honestly, I do not know the history behind how it all came to pass. But you and your crew actually went to the state 2A basketball tournament at K-State at Manhattan.
Yep, we did. We went up there last year.
And did a live stream?
We did 16 games in 4 days. Over the internet.
My goodness. Were you all exhausted?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of excitement in that, too. Because it's a state atmosphere. We're in Bramlage Coliseum. We're sending a feed to the Jumbotron, which is something that was extra cool. We had an excellent time up there, and it really showcased what our capabilities are doing, not just here in the community, but elsewhere.
Right. That's what I mean. Statewide.
Yeah.
And I know that, we've talked about ball games and school and state basketball, but I know you've gotten involved in a lot of other things, rodeos, and, what are some of the other events that your group has been asked to film and get involved in? Well,
Rodeo definitely, obviously in this area, rodeo is a big deal.
Yes.
We've filmed the Greensburg Rodeo, we've done the KPRA finals for a couple of years. Was trying to get over to PCC this year and do their college rodeo and just didn't quite work it out this time, but we're planning on it for next year.
Oh, good.
Trying to expand again out of our community a little bit. The other really cool thing we do is the WePack Hoops for Hope charity basketball game that takes place in South Central, in the South Central area, sometimes Coldwater, sometimes Ashland. That is a really neat event that goes on, and we broadcast a basketball game from down there. And we got to do that last year, and we're getting prepared to do it again this year, and I'm really, really excited.
My name is Tom Corns. I'm president of the Greensburg State Bank.
I'm Dee Corns. I work at the Greensburg State Bank.
Located at 240 South Main. We've been here since 1924. We're a unit bank, which means we're totally independent.
We're open 6 days a week. We have a full line of deposit accounts, internet banking, debit cards, travel cards.
We offer loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, investments.
In our facility here, we have a drive-up, safe deposit boxes, just a full line of banking services for our customers.
Our purpose is to serve Kiowa County and contiguous counties. We represent the banking needs of the people of Greensburg in a first-class manner.
What is Rotary? Rotary is working together with common values and vision. Rotary is worldwide to eradicate polio, dig clean water wells, and save lives. Together, Rotarians grow local economies like ours, right here in Kiowa County. Rotary activities bring leaders together to combine resources for community success. You can be a part of the big picture. Support Rotary projects here and abroad. Join us. Place service over self. Together in Rotary.
The weather just seems a little bit unusual.
The sound was just
You can
deafening.
hear and feel things just breaking up.
School was
above
gone,
you.
my church was gone, my town was gone. What are we going to do?
We could rebuild, and we could start over and rebuild a whole community.
Let's rebuild the town. Let's work together. Let's try to do it right.
The spirit of the community, we will rebuild.
Maybe we do have to do it different.
To be able to make a difference that can be felt for generations, it's very exciting.
Come and experience the story in Greensburg.
The internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee encourages you to practice the KC Big Three.
At Kiowa County, we treat others right.
By helping others up.
By encouraging each other.
By patting players on the back and showing good sportsmanship.
At Kiowa County, we make smart decisions.
By respecting the officials.
By keeping our cool.
And by listening to the coach.
At Kiowa County, we maximize our potential.
By practicing on our own time.
And by always giving 100%.
And welcome back to the second half of Maverick football. We're going to take a quick break here and check in with our weather guy, Peyton Sanders, with Cyrus Weather.
Hey guys, it will be breezy and warmer for tomorrow, shaping up to be around 74 degrees. The morning will start out chilly with temperatures in the 50s to 60s, but we will make it into the 70s by the afternoon for Greensburg with breezy southwest winds helping to warm us up from what we saw today. Then as we head on into the second half of the weekend for your Sunday, breezy and milder once again. We'll be approaching 90 as we head on into Wednesday, 89 for the high, bringing in a chance for storms by Friday with much cooler weather, only 66. That's the forecast. Back on over to you.
Thank you, Peyton, and we're getting ready for the second half kickoff. Kickoff recovered by number nice tackle by Torres there, chasing down number 3, Coy Alexander. Potential big return, but could have been much worse than it was.
Yeah, South Central did a really good job blocking up front. Sprung Coy Alexander. Again, we talked about how athletic Coy Alexander is, and sprung him loose, got a big run there.
So, short field for the Timberwolves as they start the second half. Quick snap to Moorhead, who tries to take it outside, but the good pursuit by the Mavericks, and stopped for, looks like a loss of a yard.
Yeah, very good stop.
We'll bring up second down 11 for the Timberwolves.
Walking around a little bit at halftime, it seems like the winds died down from the first half, so that won't be as big of a factor here in the second half.
Moorhead takes a snap, wants to pass. Wide open, Coy Alexander in the end zone. Touchdown, Timberwolves.
Looks like there was a little miscommunication on the Kiowa County defense on who was going to take Coy Alexander out there in coverage. Dylan Jackson and Lana Davis communicating a little bit there after the play. One of them saying, "I thought you had him." The other one thinking, "I thought you had him."
Quick snap to number 19, Lording. Converts on the PAT. Scores now 22-0, Timberwolves. Well, take another look here at the touchdown pass. Nice pitch and catch.
What is Rotary? Rotary is working together with common values and vision. Rotary is worldwide to eradicate polio, dig clean water wells, and save lives. Together, Rotarians grow local economies like ours, right here in Kiowa County. Rotary activities bring leaders together to combine resources for community success. You can be a part of the big picture. Support Rotary projects here and abroad. Join us. Place service over self. Together in Rotary.
And we'd like to bring your attention to the Kiowa County Media Center. We're leading the new age of communications, empowering through quality multimedia technology, education, and training. I'll tell you what, the Media Center is one of the true gems of this community. We're really happy to have it, especially so we can broadcast games like tonight and volleyball games, basketball games.
Right, a lot of services Kiowa County Media Center provides to the local community. Very valuable asset for the community here.
Alexander kicks off. It's going to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line, so Mavericks will get good starting position here for the first possession of the second half. Kick goes out of bounds. And the Mavericks elect to re-kick, which, given the return that the Timberwolves had on to start the second half, it might not be a bad idea.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you can give, again, a good athlete, again, like Dylan Jacks, as we talked about, another chance at carrying the ball in the open field, you want to do it.
Good kickoff. Good chance for return here by Jacks. Caught from behind by number 2, Colton Hurd.
Saying his name a lot. We talk about it, 8-man football, how much speed matters. He's got a lot of speed to him, and he's able to chase a lot of those plays down.
Yeah, he did a really good job. He just kind of ran outside the wedge that the Mavericks had set up and caught him from behind.
Pretty unique here. You can see him. We haven't talked about him a lot on defense, but he's playing defensive end, a small defensive end, but makes up for it with his speed.
Hand off to Bamman, goes around the outside, breaks one free. Bamman's got running room, takes it down to the Timberwolves 37-yard line. Good run on first down by Bamman.
Tackle by Alec Conrad to kind of save that play. Made a good pursuit on the backside, but yeah, Bamman kind of got in the open field a little bit. Again, let's see if Kiowa County can put together a drive here.
Yeah. Handoff real quick to Bamman up the middle. Gains about 2 yards on the play.
Got a new formation from Kiowa County. We didn't really see a lot in the first half. We went heavy on one side, so we kind of overload one side. We put, the center. We have one man on the left of the center, and everybody else is on the right. So put an extra man over there, try to see if we can overload a side.
Mm-hmm. And false start on the Mavericks. Looks like the entire line moved except for the center.
Yeah.
Might be a slight miscommunication on the snap count. So that false start will push the Mavericks back, and they'll have 2nd down and 13 at midfield.
Mavericks staying with the overloaded line on the right side.
Handoff again to Bamman, who again gains back the penalty yards +1.
Really looks like an option. Looks like the Dylan Jacks, the quarterback, takes the snap and kind of has the choice to hand it off to Poncho Bamman or keep it himself, depending on what that defensive end for South Central does. If he comes too far up the field, more than likely he's going to give the ball to Poncho and let him run. If he goes straight down the line of scrimmage after Poncho, Dylan's going to pull it and then run around the end.
3rd down and 7 for the Mavericks. Jacks takes snap. Elects to keep it on this one. Finds a seam. Takes it clear down to the Timberwolves 18-yard line. Big carry on 3rd down by Jacks. That, going back to the option, he saw something he liked there and had an excellent lane run.
Yeah, that time you can see we had Aaron Heft, and it looked like we had another offensive lineman there pull, so it was actually a called run to the left. We had designed to pull the ball and run to the left that time. So not a true option, but
hand off to Bamman.
Again, good to see Kiowa County kind of getting a drive put together here, moving the ball down the field.
2nd down and 6 for the Mavericks at the Timberwolves 15-yard line. And really this unbalanced line is really working out for the Mavericks on this possession. Jacks keeps it, rolls around the right-hand side. Gain of about 4 on the play, so it'll bring up 3rd and short for the Mavericks.
Yeah, as you said, this unbalanced line, it's given us a little bit of success here. We're again, using our advantages that we have, the size and strength on the offensive line to overpower South Central's defensive line. We're having some success with this here.
Hands off to Bamman. Bamman finds a seam, gets down to Timberwolf 5-yard line, so he moves the chains, and Maverick's in really good position here to answer the score to start the second half.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, again, talking about 8-man football, how fast you can score. You know, this is a decently speedy drive, and we'll see if we can punch it in here. But again, 22 points isn't out of reach.
Hand off to Bamman again to that unbalanced left or unbalanced right side. Gain of about 1 on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 4. And quick timeout by the Timberwolves, so we're going to go to another quick break here. And we'd like to say go Mavericks. Operation Christmas Child shoebox. Look for the donation box. The volleyball game on October 21st and the football game on October 24th. That's brought to you by the Greensburg First United Methodist Church. There's a collection center there at the church, which is 600 West Lincoln Avenue in Greensburg. We're about to get into the holiday season, Zach.
Yeah, weather's cooling off a little bit. Feels more like fall.
Football weather.
Yeah, football weather this last week. It's cooled off quite a bit.
Basketball will be here before you know it.
Yeah, definitely. November 17th.
Yeah.
First day of practice.
Nice. Jax takes a snap and keeps the ball right up the middle. Untouched in for the touchdown. Good play call.
And good blocking out front. Brett McVeigh and some others leading the Maverick offensive line, clearing out a lot of space for Dylan Jax. Again, as you said, basically untouched going in. So great run by Dylan Jax and great blocking by the Maverick offensive line.
Jax keeps it for the 2-point conversion. Same exact play and goes in for 2 points.
Yeah. Kiowa County kind of found something they like there. Obviously, we talked about the unbalanced line. Found something that might
continue work. Well, we've talked about it. They're playing to their strengths, which is their strength and their size. You get more blockers on one side, and it makes it a lot easier to push bodies out of the way and create some running lanes.
Yeah, great halftime adjustment by Coach Young to find something to help them become successful here in the second half. Again, good start to the half. See if they can put a stop together and regain some of this momentum. If we're kicking, let's try to keep it away from Coy Alexander.
Yes. Or at least tackle him before he gets to the 25.
The only bad thing is, though, I don't know if I want to kick it to Colton Hurd either.
No.
Those are the 2 guys back there. So,
how about kick it out of the back of the end zone?
Well, that'll work.
Or along the ground. A little bit of an...
Oh.
And the ball went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds just before Kiowa County could pounce on it, but
good hustle.
Really close. I don't know. It was hard to tell if that was called or not. It almost looked like it kind of...
Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
Went out the side of his foot a little bit.
Let's see here. No, he tapped it. He didn't really kick much into it. I think that was a called play.
Really better field position for Kiowa County than the last time we kicked it deep. So works out either way for Kiowa County.
Moorhead takes the snap. Runs around outside. Jax luckily stops him at the 30-yard line. Gain of about 16 for the Timberwolves on first down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we talked about Moorhead being a threat on the ground, but that seems like the first big run he's had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game so far. It's more been Hurd and Conrady and Alexander hurting us on the ground and in the air a little bit more than Moorhead on the ground so far.
Moorhead takes the snap, hands it off to Hurd, who just falls forward for maybe 2 yards on that.
Yeah, Jacob Irvin coming off his block as the nose tackle there, getting a good tackle.
Gain of 3 on the play, so that'll be 2nd and 7 for the Timberwolves. Moorhead takes the snap, goes back, wants to throw it. Man wide open, caught by number 26, Alec Conrady. Nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, again, talking about the experience of being a basketball coach, coaching against Alec Conrady here for the last couple of years. Very good athlete, very good post for South Central, and he kind of boxed out Poncho Bandman there and was able to make a good grab. Didn't let Poncho cut in front of him because of almost like the post-up move, really.
Right. Moorhead hands off to Lording. Falls forward for about a yard on first down.
Almost fumbled that handoff there.
Looks like Irvin's down on the play. Hopefully he's all right as Coach Young goes out to check on him. We're going to go to a quick break for this injury timeout.
The weather just seemed a little bit unusual.
The sound was just
You can
deafening.
hear and feel things just breaking up.
School was
above
gone,
you.
my church was gone, my town was gone. What are we going to do?
We could rebuild, we could start over and rebuild a whole community.
Let's rebuild the town. Let's work together. Let's try to do it right.
The spirit of the community, we will rebuild.
Maybe we do have to do it different.
To be able to make a difference that can be felt for generations, it's very exciting.
Come and experience the story in Greensburg.
And Irvin got up pretty good. It looks like he's trying to work the kinks out of his elbow, so it doesn't look like he's too hurt. We'll see if he comes back in here in a bit. Low snap. Same play. Completes it again to Coy Alexander. I'll tell you that height advantage that Alexander has over Bandman is really falling into the Timberwolves' hands.
Yeah, actually that time it was Alec Conrady. Alec Conrady again over there on the side. Coy Alexander seems to be lined up on Landon Davis' side. Alec Conrady's on Poncho Bandman's side. So, but yeah, that height advantage, that height differential there is definitely an advantage for South Central. Poncho might have a little bit more speed, but Alec obviously has the height.
Referees bring out the change to measure here. And he's just about 2 inches short again. So it'll bring up 3rd and short for the Timberwolves at the Maverick 5-yard line. Moorhead under center here. Quick pitch out to Hurd. And nice stop.
Eric Torres. Eric Torres did a great job of kind of blowing up that block and getting in there low on Hurd, wrapping him up before he had a chance to get past the line of scrimmage and really break a run for a touchdown there.
Loss of about a foot or two, so it'll bring up 4th down and at 2 feet for the Timberwolves. This will be a very large stop for the Mavericks. Moorhead takes a snap, wants to throw it. Completes the pass for a touchdown to
Looks like Coy Alexander.
But Coy Alexander's shaken up on the play. He's in some very obvious distress on the field.
Coy got pretty good separation off the line of scrimmage from Landon Davis. Landon closed pretty quickly on that play, but just wasn't able to stop Coy before he got in the end zone.
Hope that he's okay. We're going to take another quick injury break here. We'll be back in a
The
moment.
internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
Just a quick announcement that the next Maverick home football game will be on October the 10th versus Pratt Skyline. Live coverage will begin at 6:45 p.m. You can watch us on kwksmedia.org or visit our YouTube channel too.
Moorhead on the carry there got stopped. Aaron Heff made the tackle just before they get that extra point kick, ran in there. See the replay of the touchdown. Not sure exactly what shook Coy Alexander up there, but
looked like it kind of came down on the football hard. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. But he's back up on his feet and back in the game, so good to see he's not injured too bad.
So both teams scoring on their offensive drives there, and we'll see if Kiowa County again comes back with that unbalanced line and has some more success offensively putting a drive together.
You followed professional baseball at all?
Not too much, but I hear the Royals are doing well, obviously.
Royals are doing very well. They've taken extra innings the past couple games, but put them in position to go further into the playoffs.
Yeah, exciting last couple of games we've had. The Royals have had there, and getting into the playoffs.
And kickoff by Alexander. Jax picks it up at the 10. Let's find his wedge, takes it out to about the 24-yard line. So let's see if the Mavericks stick with that unbalanced line that they had large success with the last possession. Really like to see him answer here.
Yeah, coming back with the unbalanced offensive line again.
Jax keeps it, goes ahead for about a yard and a half.
Yeah, so there you go. Same play that we had the extra point try on and score, and the same play I think the touchdown too. Just run Jax right up the middle there.
Jax takes the snap, hands it off to Bamman, who's had blockers, and breaks the tackle, takes it out to about the 38-yard line of the Timberwolves. So nice big run on second down for Poncho Bamman.
Bamman a little bit hobbled as he comes up. He's been dealing with an ankle injury here. He's wrapped it up the last couple days of practice. Been a little bit stiff, but he's kind of working it out, and hopefully that's not an issue going forward.
Another quick handoff to Bamman, who gets stopped big by
Alec Conrad.
26 Alec Conrad. A big hit by him, but still Bamman gets about 4 yards on the carry. So moving the ball again. Second down and 7. false start on the Mavericks. Will push him back 5 yards. So 2nd down and 12 for the Mavericks from the midfield.
Been a penalty right there, but we've been a little bit better on penalties here in the second half. Than we were the first half. Ooh.
And again, another false start, which pushing back another 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 17 from the Maverick 35-yard line.
Might have to drop that Landon Davis, Dylan Jackson, Landon Davis, or Poncho to Landon Davis pass again to pick up this first down.
Worked on 3rd and 25. So
yeah.
Jax takes a snap, keeps it himself, breaks a couple tackles, and just gets caught.
Alec Conradi again.
Yeah.
Coming up with a big
saved a potential.
Possibly a touchdown there, or at least a big play. But made the stop again.
Gain of 7 on the play brings it back to the original first down marker. So 3rd and 10 for the Mavericks. Jax takes a snap. A lot of flags on the play.
Looks like we might be coming back again. Usually a hold when it's thrown in the offensive backfield.
Face mask on the Timberwolves. So yeah, that's
good news for Kiowa County. We'll see if it's the 5 or the 15-yard variety.
Yeah, that's just the 5 yard. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Mavericks. Jax to throw. Had Davis beating his man, but the throw was just behind him and incomplete.
Jax had a little pressure there on the throw. Kind of had to throw off his back foot.
So we'll bring up 4th and 2 for the Mavericks at the Timberwolf 30-yard line. Jax hands off to Banman, who pushes forward and gets the first down to the Timberwolf 24-yard line.
Yeah, Banman showing a little bit of strength there. I mean, a little bit smaller running back, but packed a little bit of a punch there and was able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he
fought through that contact.
Kept his feet moving. So first down for the Mavericks at the 25-yard line. Hand off to Bam and gets forward to about back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't have quite the lane there. Closed up quick, but he did a good job fighting back to the line of scrimmage.
Get back to the line of scrimmage.
So Mavericks will have it 2nd and 10. About 2 minutes left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Jax keeps it, goes right up the middle. Still moving. Gain of about 4 on the carry. Forward progress to the 20-yard line.
Again, going forward, it's great to see Kiowa County being able to put together 2 long, sustained drives here, but you gotta feel like Kiowa County is gonna start feeling a sense of urgency here to score some points quickly.
Jax again to the right-hand side. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up 4th down and short again.
And again, try to look at this on the positive side. We talked about Kiowa County having a long-term plan for this, playing a long game, trying to wear down South Central's defensive line. You're seeing the safeties and outside linebackers make the majority of South Central's tackles now.
Big stop by the Timberwolves. They pretty well moved the entire line back there. There was nowhere for Jax to go, and he loses about 2 on the play, so the Mavericks turn the ball over on downs.
I should have knocked on wood before I made that last statement, but as I said before that play right there, Kiowa County had been making occupying the defensive line, forcing safeties, especially and outside linebackers, to make the majority of South Central's tackles. So it's a good sign moving forward, but too bad that they couldn't sustain that drive.
Moorhead gets a snap. Ball's out. Can't tell if Irvin punched through there and made a big hit.
Moorhead able to recover his own fumble there, but a loss of a long 2, maybe 3 yards on the play.
2nd and 12 and a half. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to take you to another quick break.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee encourages you to practice the KC Big 3.
At Kiowa County, we treat others right.
By helping others up.
By encouraging each other.
By patting players on the back and showing good sportsmanship. At Kiowa County, we make smart decisions.
By respecting the officials.
By keeping our cool.
And by listening to the coach.
At Kiowa County, we maximize our potential.
By practicing on our own time.
And by always giving 100%.
And this next slide is brought to you by Centera Bank. It's a pleasure. Visit their website at www.centerabank.com, or as Matt and I have commented in the past, you can see they have 5 locations and they're all really, really good locations to get there. So, Centera Bank, it's a pleasure.
The People's Bank full service banking. March on Mavericks is their message. Location in Greensburg, Kansas. There again, another mainstay bank of Kiowa County.
The banking triangle of Greensburg. You can see the other 2 banks from any of the 3.
There you go.
So Timberwolves take over 2nd and 12 at the Maverick, or at their own 16-yard line. Fumble on the
snap,
play, but
Moorhead picked it back up.
Yeah, did a good job of making something out of absolutely nothing. He gains about 3 on the play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 9 from their own 20-yard line. Yeah, he really bobbled that snap there.
South Central went back to a formation we haven't really seen since early in the first half, where they had 1 man split out. Now they have 2 split out. Tanner Kay and looks like Alec Conrady split out wide.
Hand off to Hurd, and Hurd's got a lot of running room, and he's gonna outrun the Mavericks and punch it in for a touchdown. Big play for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, there's that speed we talked about again. Conrady had really been the big driver of South Central offense there early in the second half, but now Colton Hurd is not going to stay locked up forever.
No.
He's a great back, got a lot of speed, and speed kills in 8-man football.
Yeah, he just outran the entire Maverick defense. Jax had a good angle on him, but Hurd just outran him. Moorhead takes the snap, but he's still moving. Tackled by most of the Maverick defense. Fails on the PAT, so score remains 34-8 with 11 minutes 12 seconds left to go in the game. So as satisfying as it was to see the Mavericks move the ball on the last deal, get something working, it did take a lot of time off the clock, and right now, time is really, really of the essence for the Mavericks. They need to score, and they need to score quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we talked about Kiowa County eventually is going to have to feel a little bit of a sense of urgency here. It'll be interesting to see if they come out throwing here, try to get a quick score, or like we said, nothing's out there.
And another reminder that you can join the video club if you're between the 7th and 12th grades, Kiowa County area. You can learn how to do video and broadcasting. It's a lot of fun. They meet every Tuesday at 6 to 8 p.m. at the Media Center.
All right, we have Blaine Liggett back returning the kick here. Looks like Dylan Jax is getting a little bit of a break. Or he's on the ground here on the sideline. Maybe getting stretched out a bit. Hopefully Dylan's okay.
I'm not very familiar with Blaine. Is he pretty fast? He's got some good wheels?
Yeah, Blaine's, this is his first year being out for football. He's a junior. I know they're glad to have him out because he's got a good combination of size and speed. Be interesting to see what he does here.
Picks it up and then drops it. And the Timberwolves recover at the 10-yard line, so tough break for the Mavericks here as the Timberwolves get the ball back at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, another tough break. Looks like Blaine just kind of lost it there,
just didn't
squirted out of his hands, but we'll see if Kiowa County can get a stop here.
Lorden gets a snap here and still pushing forward and gains about 3 yards on the carry. So it'll bring up second and 8 at the 8-yard line. 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line because they can get a first down. They're original line scrimmage is at the 11. So Moorhead back to pass and completes it again to number Conrady, yeah. That same play we've seen a couple times tonight.
Yeah, saying his name a lot. They runs about a 10-yard out is what it looks like. They've been pretty successful in that play again. Cole's size and strength there to hold off defenders on the backside, and again, 6'1", a nice big target, very athletic kid, great receiver for any quarterback to have.
Tough break for the Mavericks on that turnover on the kickoff. Lording takes a carry and punches it in for the 2-point conversion. So the score is now 42-8 South Central with 10 minutes to go in the game.
Again, Kiowa County looking to, again, have some success for the next, the rest of this quarter, the rest of this game, bring in some momentum for the next game, try to find some successful long drives here.
And we're going to take a quick break here. Be right back.
Let Southern Plains Co-op take the worry out of choosing corn and soybean seed. For powerful performance at harvest, we know Mycogen seeds deliver. Global breeding and vigorous testing results in hybrid seeds with guts. That's true value that makes a difference. Maximize your seed investment for higher yields at harvest. Choose Mycogen hybrids from Southern Plains Co-op in Greensburg. At Southern Plains, we deliver service and Mycogen seeds.
And just another quick reminder that Hoops for Hope WePack is on October the 18th at 6 p.m. At South Central High School. The admission is $30 and come watch the game. Landon back there to pick up the return. Still moving, but it looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 9-yard line, so the Mavericks will take over here with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, he was letting it sit there for just a second, hoping it was going to run out of bounds, because if it runs out of bounds, moving back 5 yards, and you're going to have to kick it again, but didn't quite make it out of bounds, so he picked it up, and a good effort, good run. Kiowa County coming back in that unbalanced line look.
Jax hands it off to Banman. Gains about 1 yard on the carry. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from their own 11-yard line. Jax gets the snap, decides to keep it, and punches forward for about 3 yards on the carry. So still in that same set we've been seeing for most of the second half. Bring up 3rd and 5 from the Maverick 14-yard line.
See, they might come out as see if we pass here on about 3rd and 5.
Jax gets the snap, hands it off to Banman, who turns the corner, and gets about 10 yards on the carry, so move the chains, keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, a lot of open field there, a good run on 3rd and 5. Keep the drive alive, keep it rolling.
Jax gets the snap, hands it off to Banman again, who moves forward for another 2-3 yards, slowly chipping away. Under 9 minutes to play on the game.
Again, Kiowa County, we haven't seen a lot of the unbalanced line. We've done some of it and had some success with it early in the season, but good to see again they found a formation that maybe is going to give them success in future games.
Jax keeps it here and runs it straight ahead. Still moving his feet. Pushes forward for about 10 yards and moves the chains again.
Yeah, again, and good blocking up front. Good to see an offensive lineman, Sammy Cervantes, moving down the field, making blocks, 10 yards down the field. That's always good to see an offensive lineman keep working, try to get their back some open space.
That's one of the things Matt and I discussed at the last game was how well the linemen, led there. 30 yards down the field, and you've got guys like Torres and guys like Heft leading their backs in. Jax keeps the ball here, runs it to the weak side, gains about 3 on the carry. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Their own 39-yard line. Jax hands off to Banman, who's got a running lane, and Landon Davis let him out. And gains about 8 on the play and moves the chain again.
Yeah, another 1st down again. Really Mavericks having a lot more success here in the second half, putting long, sustained drives together. We've said it a lot, but again,
chipping away. Yeah. It all takes one play to break one free. Jax keeps the ball here, runs back the opposite direction. Gains about 4 on the play.
Being some, hometown announcers, we're obviously looking at this from a perspective of Kiowa County. But if you're South Central, you got to be pretty happy too. Sitting on a 42-8 lead.
Yeah, the clock ticking down.
Bend but don't break type defense. They're okay with giving up 3 and 4 yards at a time as long as they're not giving up a big play.
Bandman again for another 3 yards. Bring up 3rd down and just over 3. So let's see here. Jax takes a snap, keeps it himself, breaks a few tackles, keeps going, gains about 2.5, so not quite the 1st down. Looks like it'll be 4th and really short.
Big 4th down here, 4th and short. See if the Mavericks can keep the drive alive.
And Timberwolves take a timeout here with 5 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. We're going to go to break here real quick.
What is Rotary? Rotary is working together with common values and vision. Rotary is worldwide to eradicate polio, dig clean water wells, and save lives. Together, Rotarians grow local economies like ours, right here in Kiowa County. Rotary activities bring leaders together to combine resources for community success. You can be a part of the big picture. Support Rotary projects here and abroad. Join us. Place service over self. Together in Rotary.
We'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Dwayne Shank Motors. Come see us. You'd look good in a Chevy. So they're proud sponsors of Maverick Sports. Their location along the highway in Greensburg, Kansas. Again, a really good location there along the highway. When you're driving by, come take a look at Dwayne Shank Motors.
Nice selection of vehicles. 4th down play for the Mavericks. Hands off to Bandman, who doesn't look like he made it. So Mavericks will turn over on downs here and give the ball back to the Timberwolves with just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Moorhead takes the snap, but it looks like there was a quick handoff to, was that Hurd or? I didn't see
I believe so, yeah. I believe that was Hurd.
Gain of 5 on the play, which brings up 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line.
Got a timeout here.
Oh, do have a timeout here by the Mavericks, so they can talk it over and try and get their defense set up to stop this running.
Right.
Beautiful night for football. This cold front that we had come through, it's kind of chilly. We talked about fall. I'm a fall guy, so.
Yeah, great football weather. Not too cold, but a good fall weather, hot temperature.
Yeah. Don't get overheated on the field.
A lot of people in the crowd enjoying some hot chocolate and things like that to keep warm.
Second down for the Timberwolves. Come back up here to the line. Moorhead takes a snap, hands it off quick to Hurd, who runs it around the right-hand side, but gets stopped for about a gain of 2. Torres made the tackle. So bring up. So Mavericks have taken another timeout here with 5 minutes and 29 seconds to go. We're going to go to another quick commercial here. And welcome back after that quick break.
Kiowa County using another timeout, probably talking about trying to, strip the ball, get a good stop here, get the ball back. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again offensively. Again, at this point, coaching staff probably realizing this game is probably out of reach, but again, trying to get some momentum going for the next game, put some more points up on the board, have some success offensively, and
prevents Timberwolves from scoring again.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Third down and about 3 yards. And the Mavericks jump.
Looks like we had two men across the line of scrimmage there, and gives South Central a first down.
Again, penalties have really held the Mavericks back tonight in some aspects. Them and turnovers, which that's the story of football.
Yeah.
Moorhead hands the ball off to Hurd, and Hurd's got the corner and cuts it back, takes it down to the Maverick 15-yard line. A late flag comes in. I don't know, I didn't see that. Was that a late hit?
Yeah, it looks like we had a late hit. Cole Lording got hit in the back late after the play was already out, so looks like we're going to have a personal foul here, and South Central will move half the distance to the goal from where they're at now.
So then I'll give the ball first and goal at the 8-yard line for the Timberwolves.
They're at the 15.5, so we have the distance. The 7.5-yard line.
Handoff to Hurd, pushes forward to about the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal at the 5 for the Timberwolves. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. Really like to see the Mavericks get a stop here.
Yeah, try to keep Timberwolves out of the end zone.
Yeah. Moorhead calls his own number, punches across the goal line to score a touchdown.
Good strong run by Moorhead there.
Really nice fake to Hurd.
Yeah. Hurd getting a lot of attention. Obviously, the defense, paying a lot of attention to Hurd. So capable of breaking a run at any time. There's that outplay again. Conradi with that 5 to 10 yard out. Really have kind of hurt the Mavericks there. Good throw by Moorhead.
Yep.
Good pattern. Good catch by Conradi.
That makes the score 50-8. Timberwolves. All right, we've got fan cam coming in here, so take a look at the Mavericks Support Our Schools.
As you can see, we have the pink out the stands, so there are a lot of fans in pink.
Cheerleaders with their pink pom-poms. Fans really having a good time tonight.
Enjoying the game. Looks like they're doing the cheerleaders Wiggle-O dance. It's a popular one at high school pep rallies, is the Wiggle-O.
We're back here for the Timberwolf kickoff. Alexander kicks off. Landon Davis gets behind the wedge. Takes a little stutter step and gets tackled down at about the 25-yard line. It's not a bad little return, about 15 yards.
Yeah. Start off with pretty good field position. You have to assume the Mavericks come out in that unbalanced line again and see if they can keep pounding away.
Pounding away, yeah.
Maybe take up 4 minutes with this drive. Obviously, County's got to be a little bit concerned about the 45 at this point, where the score is at. South Central's put together a really good game offensively. Put some points on the board.
Jacks with the keeper. Runs it down to the 30-yard line, so gain of about 5. So good positive yardage. Keeps the clock running. Puts them in good position for second down.
Mavericks have to hurry up offense going here. Trying to get some offensive momentum going.
Again, Jacks with the keeper. And he gets bottled up, though, about the line of scrimmage. Actually lost about a yard and a half. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Jax keeps it again, gains about a yard on the carry. So it'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the Mavericks.
Big 4th down play here.
Yeah. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game. Jax hands off to Bamman, who jukes a little bit, but gets tackled by Joe Moorhead. Gain of about 1, so not quite enough to move the chains. And the Timberwolves will take over on downs with 3 minutes left to go in the game.
Mavericks playing for pride here now. Hopefully they can again stop South Central on this drive here.
Now they're really fighting the clock and trying to keep the clock rolling, because
South Central taking Hurd out of the game. New running back Cabe Lindsay just got the carry right here.
Lindsay gains about 3 on the carry.
Cabe Lindsay, a freshman. Get a little bit of time here at the end of the game.
Timberwolves working on their depth a little bit, trying to prepare for the rest of the season.
Looks like they still have most of the rest of their starters in, if not all the rest of their starters in, but they don't have Colton Hurd in.
Fumbled the pitch out to Lindsay. Luckily, Moorhead was able to recover it. That'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Timberwolves at the Mavericks' 34-yard line. Two minutes left to go in the game. Going deep to Coy Alexander for the touchdown.
that same pattern again that we've been seeing all along. Conradi running about the 10-yard out, and Coy Alexander running on a long route.
And that does end the football game. The score exceeds 45 points. So what are the takeaways from tonight's game, Zach?
Oh well, if you're Kiowa County, I mean, you got to look at the turnovers. If you take care of the ball a little bit better than we did, we have some more success. Obviously, in the second half, we found something that we could move the ball.
Absolutely.
So that's got to be the takeaway. If you're Kiowa County, you got to look at the positives. The positives are we really moved the ball well in the second half. Had a hard time punching it in, but like I said, really moved the ball well in the second half with the unbalanced line.
Yeah. I was happy to see the comeback from the injuries. That it didn't seem to affect. There weren't any re-aggravation of those injuries that they've had the past few games. So, still maintained their health, which is good and looks good going forward. And I think that they've, I saw some really positive things with that unbalanced line. That was something I had never seen before from the Mavericks, and really worked very effectively, especially putting long sustained drives together. So
right, and as you said, trying to work through these injuries that we had. We're still, I wouldn't say that we're still all the way healthy. Not to make excuses for the team, but I think we're still kind of getting used to playing together again. Yeah. Having some of these players having 2 weeks off. From injury.
Well, Jax wasn't. He was injured the second game of the year. So,
Yeah, he's been out for the last 2 weeks with a shoulder injury, so he's just now starting to get back into practice, working the flow of things, getting some of that game rust knocked off, and hopefully we'll see a better output next game from the entire team. And like I said, we found something we were successful in the second half and moved the ball.
Well, I think that'll about do it for us here tonight. We'll leave you here with some Maverick and Timberwolf highlights for the rest of this time. For Media Center, I'm Travis Barnes. Thank you for putting up with my amateur play-by-play. Hopefully next week Matt will be back, and so you won't have to listen to me parrot everything that's going wrong.
And this is Zach White signing off. Thank you again from everybody from the Kiowa County Media Center.
And thanks for having us, Zach. I really enjoyed it. You're much more knowledgeable than I am. So thank you a lot. Good night, everyone.